Dark wings. Dark words. Hi, I'm Danielle Dufault, you're watching Animalogic, and this month, we're doing animals from Game of Thrones. Animals play a big, if uncredited, part in the Game of Thrones universe, and none is more prevalent than those big black birds. Crows and ravens serve a symbolic function in the books and TV shows. They're typically associated with death and are portrayed as all-seeing and prophetic in dream sequences. And rather than relying on owls for message delivery a la Harry Potter, Westeros citizens use ravens to send messages between their many, many castles. Crows and ravens have been used as symbols of death, mostly because they will scavenge carcasses, hence the phrase, murder of crows. But they've equally been cast as mythological tricksters, which really makes a lot of sense. Crows and ravens are closely related birds and belong to the Corvid family, which is also home to blue jays, magpies, and nutcrackers. What all the corvids have in common is that they are smart. In fact, crows are arguably amongst the most intelligent animals on the planet, with recorded EQs that rival some apes. We don't train them to deliver messages between castles, but they have been seen using tools, playing, and using deception. All things that are really only seen in ape species, like chimpanzees, and humans of course. Recent studies have gone as far as to say they might be as intelligent as a 7-year-old child. The study put the crows through a battery of tests designed to challenge their understanding of cause and effect. In this example, they were able to choose heavier items over floating items to raise the water of a test tube and obtain food. Their problem-solving abilities match those associated with a 5th grade student. They're smarter than a 5th grader. It's no wonder that crows are so intelligent. Relative to their body size, their brain is actually proportionally the same as that of a chimpanzee. Scientists at the University of Tübingen in Germany were among the first to research the physiology of the crow's cognitive abilities. Among the experiments they conducted was a memory test in which the crows were shown an image on a computer. They were then shown 2 images on a touchscreen, one of which was the original, and had to use their beaks to identify which image had been on the computer. Sometimes the bird was challenged to identify the image that differed from the original, and even when the request was switched, the crow was able to correctly discern between the two. For further proof of Corvid's legendary intelligence, one need look no further than YouTube. A video of a crow tobogganing down a snowy roof went viral, but this behavior is quite commonly observed and definitely not a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Or this crow, who literally fashions a hook out of a piece of metal wire to use as a probe for collecting food. Animals that use objects to play, like this crow, are typically considered to be more cognitively complex than other species. And their ability to use tools is only matched by a few primate species. Scientists have been exploring corvid intelligence and have only just scratched the surface of what they can do. But it is clear that crows and ravens could, and might, take over the world once us primates are gone. Crows are well positioned for that because they're already found all over the world. Unlike most species, as our cities have expanded, crow numbers have actually increased. They live very well with humans because they're opportunistic. They can eat anything and can quickly learn where they can find a free meal. In fact, zookeepers often report that crows figure out their feeding schedules and time their visits to particular exhibits. So they're at the ready to swoop in and fly off with tasty snacks otherwise meant for bears or penguins. But in all the places in all the world that crows can be found, they seem to have a special affinity for Auburn, New York, where every winter, the downtown is invaded with hundreds of thousands of crows. One theory of why they do this is that they roost in order to scare off potential predators. Certainly if I was a great horned owl and went crow hunting but stumbled upon a murder of 100,000 crows, I'd probably forego my original plan of attack and find something else to snack on. Even if you've somehow never seen a crow, you have heard them. Their caw, caw, cawing is pretty hard to mistake for anything else, especially if there's a large group of them talking. What I find interesting is that scientists really don't know what those distinctive vocalizations mean. They seem to call back and forth and almost be conversing. My personal opinion is that they're already plotting the downfall of humans, and they're setting up an underground crow internet as we speak. All hail our corvid overlords. What animal should I check out next? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for new episodes of Animalogic every week. Thanks for watching!